Thanks, Mariah. Let's welcome back in our champ now, Brandon Marshall. As always, Brandon, great to have you here. Okay, so the guys were talking earlier in the show about tanking. We talked about this as well a month or so ago. From a player's perspective, is that ever even a consideration, a thought?
I'm gonna say I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. Absolutely not. It's not a thought. It's no kind of talk or speech of that goes around the locker room. There's no way that players would tank because, first of all, once again, we don't care about the rookies coming in, right? Because they're coming in to take our jobs, right?
Yes,
so why would we want to tank for the organization that's going to replace us anyway? So there's no tanking. Nobody ever speaks about that. That's more so maybe a higher up thing. Maybe we don't want to necessarily get into that. But,
or fans. Fans want their teams
fans
to tank.
want to tank, but the players know because they're going to come in. They're going to draft somebody first or second round, and they're going to phase us out, so no way.
All right, well, let's talk about the dominant team in the league right now, San Francisco. They just trucked Philly last week. If this team stays healthy, which is always an if, can anybody beat them?
I think if they stay healthy, I think they're going to go all the way. They're going to go all the way. I think they're going to, win the NFC, play in Allegiant Stadium, and they can potentially win it. Now, I would say the only team that I think could potentially compete or give them a run for their money is Baltimore because Lamar Jackson is 17-1 against NFC teams. Okay, it's just a stat. Hey,
look at you.
It's just a stat. He's 17-1.
That's
so
amazing.
Something about him. Whenever he plays the other conference, I don't know if he just
because they haven't seen him as much. Probably.
Yeah, it has to be. Because there's a little more familiarity with the AFC team.
Sure.
When he goes and plays the NFC team, look how he dominated Detroit. Right. Detroit is a really good football team. So if I had to just throw a team out there, I'm going to say Baltimore.
That's not probably get some decent odds on that as well. I want to finish up with the big topic in college football right now. Florida State, did they get snubbed?
Absolutely, they got snubbed. But I think rightfully so. Because the committee is trying to put the two best games together, right? The four best teams. They probably don't want another situation, with Georgia and TCU last year. So they say, you know what? Let's snub Florida State, even though they're undefeated in the Power 5 conference. And then put in the Texas and the Alabama. I think they got snubbed, but I think it's rightfully so.
Is it a case? I know. Look, you had a great college football career yourself up at Nevada. You guys had some sweet teams back then. From a player's perspective, will you be motivated at all for the bowl game?
Oh man, that's tough because I'm sure the whole season they was thinking, okay, we're going to the the college football playoff, we're going to the playoff, and then you get snubbed. It just takes a little, the wind beneath your wings have kind of just dissipated.
Okay, Bette Midler.
They've kind of dissipated a little bit, So
understandably.
All the motivation, the excitement. Yes, you get to play Georgia, right? At some point they'll end up getting up for that. Yeah. But it's still.
It's not what it could have been.
It's not what it could have been. It's not what they expected. So, yes, they'll kind of get up because it's Georgia, but at the same time, they're going to be, It's not going to have the same type of meaning.
All right.